what hurt you the most? Because I suppose that you had to deal with two feelings. The first one is the hurt of being scammed, and also the hurt and the grief of losing that partner and that relationship. Because after all, at least for you, it was a relationship, right? These feelings existed at that moment. These two feelings, were they conflicting?
Yeah, it was even, I think there were even more. We just spoke about it in the car. And I mean, at that moment, I knew that I got defrauded. I was in deep debt at that time, and I had to cope with it because I knew, after reading the article, I knew I wouldn't get my money back from him. The relationship never existed from his side.
Yes.
He never existed. So the person I fell in love with, it wasn't him. He died at that point. But also
he wasn't even born, actually. Right?
Yeah, he never existed.
Yeah.
But also I felt, of course, a lot of anger and disbelief and unbelief. Like, how can he do this to me? I've only been nice to him, you know? I tried my best. I did everything to help, in order to help him, to keep him safe, to keep myself safe. How can you just do this to a person? So I knew immediately, but also you're still hoping that it's not true. So there are like a million things going through my mind.
I can't imagine.
And I really wish the flight wouldn't end.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I also knew that if I landed, he immediately started texting, calling, because I sent him the article.
Yes.
And I said, is it true? I already knew, like, the moment I read it, and he said, no, these are just
my enemies.
Paid the girls paid by
Always.
my enemies.
Yeah.
And I was like, stop this nonsense.
Again.
Like, you know, but I truly believe that in his head, that story is true.
We were talking about
This
moments
moment,
before you arrive.
Yeah.
Because
He's
not,
a sick person.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
This is not an explanation for everything.
Excuse
for everything, but he has something.
Something went very wrong in his
in
like
his head.
in his head.
Yeah,
Absolutely, because he says everything with a lot of confidence, and he almost believes. It looks like he believes everything.
He believes.
And I truly, truly, truly believe that this is the truth. Like, he really believes that he was a part of the family. He was having enemies, and I cannot even imagine how sick he is.
Yeah.
His mom doesn't care about him. You can see at the
At the
documentary.
doc, yeah.
The woman says he's not Shashua, I forgot the name, anymore. He's Leviev.
He's now Leviev and
Leave me alone.
leave me alone.
Yeah,
His mom.
you watched a documentary even better than I did.
Because we watched it again
Sorry,
yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I watched it once or twice.
No, of course, I can imagine.
No, you don't
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, everything. But Ayleen, was there any moment when you blamed yourself for everything?
Yes, of course.
This is
I
terrible.
think I looked myself in the mirror for maybe a million times and said to myself, oh, how stupid could you be? You could have stopped then, you could have stopped then, you could have stopped then. But you know what? It happened.
Of course.
And this is what I had to deal with. There was no other option.
Sure.
This was the situation. And yeah, unfortunately, yes, of course I thought, I felt myself stupid, but that's not the way. I mean, I don't want to blame myself. I mean, he's the criminal. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
So
You were the nice girl.
I was the nice girl. Yeah.